Hello, I'm Bob Vavra, Senior Content Director for Endeavor Business Media. And today's quick check is going to focus on DC industrial power system solutions, which includes power supplies, battery chargers, and DC UPS applications. We're joined today by Laszlo George Paul, the Product Manager and Quality Manager for Altech Corporation. After 10 years working in Europe, Laszlo spent the last 25 years at Altech with responsibilities in product management, customer problems, and finding solutions. He's been involved in not only product management, he's an engineer with an additional business degree. And as I said, we're going to be looking at DC industrial power solutions today. And by way of introduction, Altech Corporation is a company very deeply involved in that topic area. They carry in stock a complete line of products that are used in industrial applications. With one of the most comprehensive product offerings available on the market, Altech's an industry leader and widely recognized provider of power solutions. These solutions range from 10 watt to 1,000 watt single phase to three phase, and 12, 24, and 48 volt DC output, battery or capacitor. All based backup systems can run from just a couple of seconds to several days, and all immediately available for delivery. If the customer is unsure about which system will work the best, the tech support department at Altech is always ready to help select the proper product or system. So Laszlo, thanks for joining us today on this. And we want to kind of build off of a baseline. So can you talk for a second about some of the key features of a power supply that's important for the DC power continuity solution?
Of course, Bob. Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure to be here. So the question was, what's important for power supply and power continuity? When you're selecting a power supply for any application, first you have to consider the input and output voltages. But more importantly, the size and load types. The size is critical, and most of the time it is. You should consider if that's the case, you should consider the PSC or PSD power supplies from Altech. They are the smallest direct power supplies currently on the market. If your load has a high inrush, you should consider a power supply with the best boost power capability like Altech PSA or PSB line. If your load has a very high inrush current, or you're designing a DC backup system, our DC UPS products are the perfect solution. The CBI or Acutech units have everything built in. We call it an all-in-one for a reason. The customer only has to add battery based on their power requirements and backup time. We also offer a solution that has a built-in auto capacitor. Those CTEC units can be installed in any environment. For applications where a DC UPS is important, the battery care is very critical to make sure the battery is in the best stage all the time, and Altech has a very reliable and advanced solution for that.
Very good. Talk a little bit about battery care for a second. What is it about Altech's battery care that may be different from other manufacturers?
Of course, our battery chargers and DC UPS backup product line have an advanced and automatic software. Battery care is part of the battery management based on algorithms that recharge, diagnose, and optimize every time and recover charged batteries every time. The self-diagnosis system helps troubleshooting during installation and maintenance of the system. The simple flashing code signals allow the customer to quickly identify batteries with the element to short circuit, the connection with reversed polarity, the disconnection of a cable, sulfated batteries, overload, short circuit, etc. Each battery unit, each charger unit is suitable for charging all type of batteries like open lead acid, AGM, gel battery, nickel, lithium ion. Many of our units have built-in supercapacitors as a power storage device.
Very good. Talk about some of the current options available for backup power.
So the alternatives that generally used in all-in-one power solution system and ultracapacitor system. So there's a battery-based system and there is also a ultracapacitor-based system. An all-in-one power solution combines the power supply unit, battery charger, battery care module, and the DC UPS controller module. The all-in-one solution is based on the battery operating as a storage device. Batteries are not included. The ultracapacitor solution stores energy with a compact design that does not use a battery but supercapacitors to store energy. The load is energized from the buffer module until it's depleted. The real-time diagnosis system will be continuously monitored by charging progress and indicate possibly occurring faults every time.
What are the different power storage types used in a DC UPS system?
So storage is basically a battery. Most DC big UPS system use a battery as a storage device. We have solutions for that. We also have a solution for based on ultracapacitor units. So the ultracapacitor unit basically can be used in any environment. There are no issues with the battery. Sometimes there's requirements where you cannot add a battery in your control panel or any other application. So that's why we use ultracapacitors.
Very good. Everything's got a microprocessor these days. Talk about what the microprocessor control does for the DC UPS backup system.
So the microprocessor control battery charging means that the system is constantly monitored and charging is adapted to the most effective conditions. If a device is discontinued from the main power source, the battery will supply the load until the battery voltage drops to 1.5 volts per cell level, which prevents the battery from deep discharge. Using a specific algorithm, the battery condition is instantly detected and appropriate charging mode is chosen by the system. A real-time diagnosis system continuously monitors the charging progress. That will check the possible faults such as elements in short circuit, accidental reverse polarity, connections or disconnections of the battery. Anomalies are indicated through a battery fault LED or a flashing code of the diagnosis LED. The aim of the DC UPS is to maintain the load to be always on. The priority of the DC UPS is the load. In case the power failure, the battery failure, the DC UPS has to supply power to the load. That's the main thing.
Very good. Is the Altech all-in-one DC backup system available in a variety of inputs and output voltages?
Of course, good question. Actually, the Altech units really show the flexibility by accepting a wide range of input voltages. We are very unique in this with this product in the market. Our units can be powered with 120, 230, or 270 volt AC without any additional switching or anything. It's a true universal input voltage, which makes the product usable anywhere in the world without any additional settings. We also offer a high voltage version, which can be powered with a 400 volt or 500 volt AC. On the output voltages, we usually have an assigned voltage like 24, 24, or 48 volt DC. Several units have multiple voltages like 12 or 24 that's selectable by a switch or a jumper. It can be used as 12 or 24 volt system. Most units have a built-in Modbus or CAN bus protocol accessible through the RJ45 connector. Some units are available with the J1939 CAN bus protocols for direct communication with gensets. There is a clear definition of each system operation via LED indicators and the relay contacts for main or backup, battery fault, any flat battery signaling, LED display signals indicate input main on off, battery fault, low battery, and type of battery charge mode. Thus, those are remote links capabilities to drive the device from the boost bar to trickle charge, trickle to float charge, or start. We also offer a solution to start the system up from a battery. You don't need an input voltage.
Continuous monitoring is something that's really important to end users today. So talk a little bit about the types of communications and monitoring protocols that are available.
So as I mentioned before, many customers have different needs, different requirements. And some people just want a dry contact for monitoring. Obviously, we offer that for monitor the input voltage or output voltage of the unit. We monitor the battery charge mode pretty much, or if there is any issues with the battery, we provide a dry contact for all this. Some people want to connect their system to a PLC or some other electronic component, like could be a computer or could be anything. So for that, we offer a Modbus. It's a simple connection through an RJ45 connector, and batteries can be monitored through a Modbus. But obviously, the whole DC UPS system can be monitored like a stage or what's going on with the system. So a lot of times, early detection, it's critical. So whenever customers wants to know how the battery is in the system, they can get that information through a Modbus through their equipment.
You know, all the functionality you've talked about is really important, but customers are also looking for efficiency. So talk about the relationship between functionality and the efficiency of the system.
So a lot of times the question comes up when the power supplies or DC UPS or anything, they have so many functionality, how that affects the efficiency of the unit. Does it affect it? So our answer is no, not at all. If we talk about our power supplies, we have one of the highest efficiency ratings among the DIN power supplies currently available in the market. Several units what we sell available with a 93 to 95% efficiency rating, and we should not forget they have a very small footprint, so they are very compact. The CBI all-in-one DC UPS solutions, Altech, CTech products provide a high efficiency value up to 91% through its superior switching technology.
Very good. Let's bring it all together and talk about the actual applications here. Mention a couple of applications that kind of talk about how this DC power backup system really helps end users in the field.
Of course. So Altech provides solutions for a wide variety of market sectors and applications. Our top market usually it's industrial automation, where people use our products in machine construction, fire protection, auxiliary power supplies, etc. Another big market segment for these parts, basically the energy sector, like electrical utilities, water utilities, gas utilities, transportation, renewable energy. They all use power supplies or DC UPS or any combination of the above. Other applications would be like power generation. General manufacturers, controllers for general manufacturers use our product for monitoring or keeping the starting battery in the top shape. Other applications would be telecommunication, obviously, where backup power needed. So wireless internet service providers, radio base station, smart cells, and all those use DC UPS or some type of power supply. Other application would be security, the CCTV cameras, fire alarm system, access control, security lighting, traffic monitoring, and such. And like we have to mention healthcare as well, hospitals, medical devices, test equipment, etc. They also use many different type of backup devices. The healthcare industry would use more of the like a CTech type unit where a supercapacitor built in, because a lot of times they don't want to have a battery built into the equipment, but they also use some battery base. So it's a mix.
Terrific. Well, power supplies, DCS applications for UPS, and battery chargers all are important parts of industrial manufacturing today. And this quick chat has helped enlighten the audience a great deal on that. I want to thank Laszlo George Paul, the product manager and quality manager for Altech Corporation, for participating in today's quick chat. I'm Bob Vavra, Senior Content Director for Endeavor Business Media. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bob, for the quick chat. Thanks for the opportunity to discuss Altech's power solutions and how with us.
Thank you.